Hello, back again with another video. This video, as you've seen in the title, I've got a couple of things to go over, so I'm going to keep it, hopefully try and keep it short. First thing is, I've joined the Edinburgh and Lothians Modelling Club. I knew about them for a couple of years ago, and I'm going to explain why I didn't go. And that was probably my biggest mistake, and I think a lot of people's mistake why people don't go to clubs like these. And it's nothing about the club, it's about me and myself and doubt. I went to Scott's Nats when they were on the last time they were on before this pandemic happened, and I went around and I seen their table. And I spoke to one of the guys there. He showed me his models. It was a Spitfire made. I'm not going to mention names, but I did mention at the club I recognised them. And he gave me a card for the club and said, you should come along. We're warm, friendly and all that. And I went, yeah. And I left Scott's Nats. Thought about it. The date came up. I looked it up online and checked their Facebook, and I went online. They had an online web page, and I looked up, and I was self in doubt because I seen their gallery, and that was probably the biggest mistake. I seen the gallery and I seen the workmanship and the craft and the skill that this group had on their models, and I thought there was no way I was going to join with my skill level being very, very low. That was probably the biggest mistake ever. I should have went along and I should have joined, and I probably at this moment in time I probably would have been an even better skill level that I am. I probably would have went this further up, because it was nothing like that. One of the guys who I spoke to there said they're not interested in skill level, they're there for the enjoyment. They chat about modelling, getting together as a community and enjoying the hobby what it is, and having some fun along the way. And that was my biggest mistake, and I think that's the biggest mistake a lot of people who come into this hobby. You think you go into this club and you're going to get criticised for your model not being up to standard or competition standard, and it's nothing like that. I went along for my first time ever last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I spoke to a lot of the guys there, and a lot of the guys spoke to me, asked me questions on what genre I do, and even within the group we talked about different things. There was a guy there, as I say, I'm not going to mention names. Guy there, he's into heavy metal like me. He plays guitar, and we got stuck talking about guitars, nothing about modelling. But it was just a warm, friendly atmosphere, and I want to thank every single one of them. It was an absolute joy, because I missed it in the modelling shows. I would go around, speak to folk and all that, and I think that's a lot of folk miss, is the interaction. You can only do so much through this or Facebook and all that, and it's just not the same way actually sitting down and talking to somebody about modelling. What kits, what glues, that's what got brought up. I was talking about the glues I get from eBay, and even this wee thing, when the boys came up and said, oh look, that's nice, and I said you get it from Amazon, so I'm going to put up links on the website, what kit I was doing, what kit I'm going to do next year, i.e. the Airfix Hellcat, what extras I'm going to get for it, and I swear to God, the time being like that, before I know it, it was time to go. A lot of them have seen my kits that I put on the Facebook. I'll put a link in the description to the group. And they've seen my standard, and they've seen that there's nothing wrong with your models. One of the boys who does some Gundam stuff, he mentioned I'd done my Warhammer, my 7-inch one, and I'd done it the Japanese writing and all that, when I'm explaining about how the Japanese writing actually meant something. It meant to be this samurai code, war, glory, honour, and how I had to do it perfect. And absolutely, he said it was amazing. So it actually puts a bit of a confidence boost to yourself. and your skills, that you don't have to be showroom quality for others to recognise what you're doing. And there's some of the guys I was watching, they're building ships. I've never built a ship. And there was other guys doing a diorama. It looks like a diorama for a D-Day. And I just want to thank every single one of them for making me feel welcomed to the group. Next month I'll be definitely going back, and I'll be a loyal member, because we go one day. That's the bum thing, it's one day a month. When I used to go to do my karate, I used to do like maybe twice a week, and you see the same folk twice a week, and you get on and you talk more. But alright, we've got Facebook, but again, it's just not the same as talking to somebody face to face. And it must be like that for other genres of hobbies. We have a new venue that the last one wasn't suitable, but this one's new. Everybody liked it, everybody agreed. And hopefully, as one of the admins said on in the Facebook group, a beginning of a new era. We had myself, who's a new member, we had another new member who is into 3D printing, and he brought along, he's doing the Hellboy gun, which was absolutely amazing. And I'm going to point out, it doesn't matter if you're doing 3D printing or modelling. That guy, when he was talking to me about 3D print, you could see he was passionate about what he was doing and what he was building, as in 3D, explaining the different types of 3D printing and all that. And it was fascinating to listen. So hats off to that guy. His plans for that Hellboy gun sounds amazing, and I can't wait to see it when it's fully done and all that, because it'll be sir, you've done absolutely amazing with it. And again, it's another creative outlet for the guy. 3D printing is coming a long way. I've just not got the facilities, and I'm no way I'll ever get into that. I'm still struggling with plastic. But no, but that's my piece about the modelling group. As I say, I thank every single one of them. Can't wait for the next one. And I'm going to promote the group as much as I can through this channel, through my Twitter and through my Instagram, to try and get people. If I'm going to try and pump it, I'm going to try and promote it as much as I can. It's my part to help the club out as much as I can through the Facebook, hopefully. You'll see the logo at the end of my video. I'm going to add it, and I'm going to put the link to the Facebook group on the description. If you see it, click on it, have a look, see it, think what you think, and if you want to, please like it. It'd be more than happy to help out and get this group up and running, and go up and onwards. A couple of things I've got to show you. This kit, I'm halfway through. I've also got, at the moment on the bench, and I'm going to show you right now, is the two bike kits that's got me going again. This one at the moment, which is the Kawasaki, if I get the box out, that one. Again, everything's mostly done on it, as you can see. Forks and everything like that, that's just got to get cut in. This, all the bodywork that you'll see in a minute, needs 2K'd. And I'm also doing the, if I get out my bit, that one, the other Ninja, but the more like stealth one. But I'm going to do it in a different colour. I'm thinking gunmetal and black rather than the carbon. I have got carbon fibre for it, which I'll do some parts carbon fibre, like the main frame and all that, and keep the green and keep the tyre. I'm still worrying about how to get the silver on there. It could be painted, hand painted, but we'll see. So I'll change camera angles and we'll go to the bench and we'll get that sorted out. So see you back there. Right, back at the bench, I can see all manner of things. That goes over there and it goes over there. Right, we'll start off with this one. This is the Kawasaki Ninja, the ZX2r. This one, I got this maybe 3 years ago, and I got to the decal stage on the bodies, as you can see, all the decals. I think I've showed this before on the bikes and all that, but again, I've done on the engine. There you go, close up. Done on the engine, forks. I've just got the bit at the front to add. Brakes are all done. Again, just got to put the brake cables on and all that. That's just holding on that because it clips in. It's just screwed in there. That's the only thing with these kits. You get them and you still see the wee screws in it. I wish you could get, I know you can get caps. That, I need to paint the wheels. It's a green centre because that stands up like that, but everything else, you go. Chain is all done. You can see that's the plastic chain that's in there. So it's nearly done. As I say, you can't fit something like that. Forget that, stand up like that. That's to go in there. There's a black bit. That's, let's get this all done. There we go. See, that fits like that. It does clicking, and it just pinged out. The only thing is, I remember snapping that because I'm thinking back to what I'd done. See, that's supposed to go in this bit here. I'll click it on. Aye, that's it. Sorry, my fault. See, what I'll do is I'll extend that out a bit and lock it in with some super glue or something like that. And that's supposed to go like that, and that bit. As I say, it all locks in. Eventually it will lock in. It's just moving it and all that, but that's what it's like. As I say, if I get a idea of what it's like that. So as I say, I want to four clear, 2K all these bits and pieces, and then get them all done and dusted. There's a couple of I got the metal forks for this, and I say you get the metal caps like that. I've got this bit to paint. They're meant to be silver. Part for that, it's nearly there. See, that goes at the front. There it is, yeah. So, this is what I like about these the Tamiya bikes. They literally just clip in, and that literally would fit like that. So it all just clips in. The bottom, again, I think it's a little bit. Aye, boom. Again, all links in and fits in with screws. So, and I'm sure it's got wee hole there. Goes in there, and again, same with there. You could easily 2K it, and what to do is you could super glue it like that on one side and super glue the other side once you fitted the screw in like that. So again, a couple of wee bits. It's because it's been lying a bit, I'll need to go with the decal solution prior to it and give it another wee decal solution before I 2K it. Again, the handlebars are all done, all the grips. And the good thing about them, what I like about them, is you just click in like that. Exactly like that. So again, with that one, everything's done and ready to go. So I'll put this to the side into bits. Yeah, 3 years in the making, and I've still not done it because I got bored with it. I done this when I started this again, doing the decals on the very first lockdown we had in the UK, so I could do it in the house and just work away at it and do it. Now the second one, this is Ninja H2r, which you get in that. As I say, I'm going to do all this with a gunmetal colour with black gloss black. I have got the decal sheet. I might do some what's it called, the carbon fibre. I might do that in the bits of carbon fibre, and there's a frame that goes on the other side. If you can see there, this bit here, usually that's carbon fibre. I actually got in there you go. Yeah, you can see there, that's carbon fibre. This bit here is carbon fibre. There it is there, big picture there, boom. So that might be a case of doing that. As I say, the chrome tank with the red, I think it's a earmuff or something, but a lot it's matte black. And the frame, that's the problem. I can get the zero paints, but I'm sure I got the Tamiya colour, which is a green. But what I've done is I painted it that, and I was going to do it with clear green. Please spray it clear green and see what comes out of it. I don't know, I might keep it that colour rather than the green, because I think that will go better with the black and the gunmetal. And just add wee bits like here. You can see I've slightly oversprayed on there, and it just needs a wee bit sanding down and respray it. I might respray it. This was I think it was the Tamiya Silver done this. So that's the frame. All the bodywork is all being primed in UMP. There you go. Grey primer, ready for the gunmetal. Same with the top part. I've seen folk filling that up. I'm not going to do that. Here's the other bit. The fender, which was 2 halves, as you can see there. You can see a tiny wee ghost seam, but I think when you put the black on it, you won't see it. See, rims, these raised parts here is going to be chrome silver, and that's going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to do that. It's either that or it's going to be a lot of masking, taking it off and mask it and just leave. I forget cocktail stick. I'm meaning these bits here with the light shining there. That's just chrome or silver or this. So that'll be fun masking that off. You get another half of that fits on into there. The front wheel, the same again. So that'll be a joy. There's some bits that I've done gloss back, like the swing arm for the main rear wheel. That's gloss black. Again, I might go over another coat of, I might 2K clear that when I'm doing the other bike, so it really is shiny and sticks out. The frame for the back wheel, got the radiator done. Again, not the greatest paint job I've done, but I think I can easily touch them up. Rocker covers, again, some parts like that, they just look, you can see it in the light, you can see the rubbish. So maybe a micro mesh and clear coat. That's that chrome cover I was going on about. Discs, chain, again it's got the break in the chain, but once you paint that, sand that down and all that, mask it off, you can be as good as that one. Not as good as the detail set with the metal chain. The forks, again, they've still got a seam line right down the middle. You can see the sprue joint, or you can see the seam line there. And now you can just see it in the light right there. So that needs all cleaned up. The engine, now why it's like this is because these parts go like that, and I didn't like them. Same with that part. Again, when you were doing something, I was getting very frustrated, and when I was trying to hurry it up, I was making more and more mess. As you can see in that, you can see all the dust marks inside it, so that's going to need buffed down, so that's why I pulled them off. This one, I've seen a video, what I've done is I've drilled out the holes, as you can see there and there. What I'm going to do is put a wee bit of, tiny wee bit of, let me get the light in, that's better, wee bit of plastic there, wee bit of plastic there to fill it in. So it's white, put clear green in it, clear green. Then what I'll do is either that or spray it black, then do the plastic white underneath, put the clear green in, and put a wee bit of crystal clear in it, so it looks like it's, or clear sprue. I'll drill out and drop it in, and it look like that'll be the oil, you can see. So that's, I've done it before on the hydraulic tank that sits on the handlebars. They give you a white part. They give you a white part like that. It sits on the like that one. On the handlebars, it's maybe the hydraulic fluid for the brakes. Usually I cut that off there and get a bit of clear sprue, and I want to mask it off, and I spray it clear green, and it gives you the illusion it's clear. So that's that on the bike wise on that. So what I might do is, when the 2K on the other bike is curing, which takes about at least 48 hours, maybe even I'll give it a full week before I even touch it. I've done it with cars, I've left it a full week to fully cure. I might tackle this, because when I was doing this, I got so far, and I'm going to show you the fitment. I've mentioned on a couple of sites and Facebooks, I'm totally impressed with Airfix and this. Don't worry about that, I made an absolute muck up of the door. So it's just Mr. Surface it, and I'm going to rescribe it, sand it down, rescribe it. There's in the cockpit, I just got masking tape and made little seat belts. Again, when you've got the glass over it, again, this is why I've stopped it. I started masking this and trying to do the wee ones, I gave up. I glued it in place temporarily to see what it's like, because there's a little step right there to get that as level as possible. So I had to shave this wee bit down, raise that bit, shave the sides down on the glass and this, just to get as best as I could. And when I was doing that, I went, what, I made an absolute mess of that. I felt that the masking was absolutely terrible, so I just ordered up a Edward mask. I started that, and I made an absolute pig's ear it. So I've ordered up a mask set, which comes, I think it's coming Saturday, and I'll redo it. It'll be quick and easy. I've masked them, they were quite easy. Again, that fits like that. Once I glue that in place, just got to paint it in black. I'll get it all glued in with the side bit, and that'll be that totally done. But this is what I'm here. Seam line was fine. I've just got to put a panel line back in there. They were fine. I need to put a panel line back in there. Apart from that, everything fitted perfectly. Even aim. This is what I'm impressed with. This bit and these bits. You add these wee bits on. I've got some of the undercarriage, but watch this. Fits in. You see the bottom bit? How it clips in, and look at that. I'm going to bring you in, because get the mic over. Look at that. For a kit. See? Flip it over here, and look at that. And it's not a fluke. There you go. What about that for a wing root? Absolutely amazing. Well done, Airfix. I'll get the, sorry. See it there? That is supposed to be there, so don't worry thinking, oh, you've done a big score. That's supposed to be there. Same with that. I've got a wee bit of super glue to rub down there. But as I say, I need to get that door fixed because I made an absolute pig's ear of it. So I'll put Mr. Silversill at set, I'll file it down and try and close up the gaps a wee bit more. If it comes to it, I'll super glue it and I'll rescribe it. Even A bits, which is quite, for a change, you've got, if I take them out, one on one side, one at the front. So you can't get them wrong. But watch this, watch this. Look at that. Lovely jubbly. And once you get the wings in, and you put them in the wrong way, Mark, that's a good one. And look at that. Absolutely brilliant. And once you get the wings in, again, I love that thought of there. That going on top of that. And then, as I say, a slight wee nudge. Wee nudge. And hey bang, presto. Now, a further mosquito is the exact same. And I'm tempted to get the mosquito as well if it's this good. Again, I'm only doing this as a fun project. I'm not doing it as a competition winner. So I'm not expecting brilliant quality myself. I'm trying to push myself to get even A bits. No filler. I just used a bit of Mr. What's it called? Mr. Cement that I use. Pushed it down and just got Mr. Cement and just went like that until it closed up. You can see now, I'll get the light down. Maybe I should have done it. There you go. Absolutely beautiful. They were a joy to put in, quite easy. Same with these wee bits, because this bit here is one big part and it slots in like that. The other good thing about it, I've even done the engines. There you go. There's one. You'll notice how that's a different shape to that, because that fits on. Here's the other one. So that one only goes in one way, and that's the radial engine. The same with the other one. I'll take the one off. Radial engine, so you can't mix them up and they go the right way. So you just follow the, there you go. That's it in. But you've got nice covers to go over that, which I've still got to do. I'll get them out. Still got these lovely covers to fit. They go in the front and you've got the props and the side bit. So my review of this, absolutely excellent. If you're a beginner, it could be a bit tricky. I don't know what they give it. Do they have the system now? Oh, skill level 2. It's put my faith back in Airfix, because I was never an Airfix man. I did start off at Airfix like everybody else, and I got caught with nice fancy box art, but an old 1960 kit or 1950 kit or whatever it was kit was, and it really put me off. If Airfix carry on doing 70-second to that standard and the mosquito, good on them, because this is a joy. Again, I'm going to do that one because that's what I've got the paint for. As I say, I'll wait on the mask set come in, get all the glasswork fixed in place, because you can see yourself. You've got to mask off that window, you've got to mask off that, and I don't know if that's a bit underneath. There's something underneath. Maybe it's glasswork underneath. I think there's, so I will check in the manual. So this is, again, this is what I've got up to at the moment. As you see, it fits all in. The covers go on. That seam line there, it joins there. There is a panel line in the real thing, so you're fine with that. Again, I've painted all this. That's the other one that showed the glasswork. Yep. And so you've got all that to mask off, that to mask off, the side window, the top window. I'm still debating just putting that on it rather than opening it up for the torpedo. I don't know
we'll see how it goes. I've got the wheels to paint. I just want to see what the bit is. I'm trying to see. Yeah, so you've got a turret as well, so you would have to mascot that off. Again with that there, yeah, goes underneath. So you've got all that to do. The fit, and you can see you've got all this to do. That goes in the back. Yeah, the torpedo. It doesn't look that complicated with the torpedo on because it looks like open flaps. One of it slits on. Aye, you cut that off. Right, so it might be a quite easy fix. As I say, there's more glasswork to fit here, there, and there. Again, the wee light bulb. Yep, so as I say, that's what I'm going to do. The other thing I got, I don't know if anybody knows, I'll show you as a demonstration. I got this for Hobbycraft in the UK. Comes with, it's a 360 blade. Because I have problems doing camo. Even with the Butak sausages and all that. I prefer a mask, so I got this. I wanted to try this out, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot. It was only £7. We'll see what it's like. It comes with 2 blades. There you go. You could refine it a wee bit more. I'll just do it hasty. I think the answer is you move with your hand. There you go. There you go. Cut that a wee bit off because it looks a wee bit raggy. Trying to do this behind the camera. There you go. There you go. For £7, I'll take that. Because I know you can get the one that moves like a pen, but that's the same thing. It's a bit of a knack to it. But for £7 for that size, I could blow it up and trace it and put it on. So I'm gonna I'll try that again. See if I can get a wee bit better this time. There must be a wee knack to it. Right, again, it comes with 2 extra blades. There you go. So, as I said, for a prime example, so if you're not very good at camo work and you struggle, like me, now this is only an example, folks. It didn't say, oh, it's not right, camo, what's she doing? I'll try that. There you go. It might be a hard line camo you might want, but I prefer hard lines. I'm not really into soft lines. But there you go. Or mask off the wing, draw it with a pencil, or put it like that and draw a pencil, and you can copy it. But I thought, if I came up for £7, I really have struggled. I've done the Ventura by hand, but that was 1/48, so you could get away with it. But it still took me a lot of time to do. There you go. For £7, I'll do that. That's what I've done the wee circles with for the wee windows. So that's where I'm up to now. Really, I want to get the bikes done because it's now, because I watched a Paul Bretland video and he was doing a shelf queen for a car, and it got my bike juices flowing. So I want to start that. So that's me for the now. So we'll go back and we'll do a sign off. So that's my update and my thoughts for this video. I'm off next week, holiday. I've got some DIY chores in the house to do,
but if the weather's good, I'll be cracking on and doing the 2K on the Yamaha bike, the Kawasaki bike, and try and get that, put that to bed and put with my other Ducati. It's not as good as my Ducati. I think I rushed through that far too quickly, because my Ducati, I think I took about 3 months to do. That one, I think I done it in about a month and a half, and with the motorbikes, it's all subsections, and you've got to paint, clean paint, and put them on different parts and paint them on all. And I think I rushed through it too quickly. With the amount of decals on it, I do like decals, so I was looking for a bike with very little decals. That other Ninja, the black one, I never had much. This one had tons, but to be honest, I do like it because I got the detail, I got the clutch, metal clutch, and it came with the metal bit for the chain and everything, and the metal forks and it. So that I want done, because I think even though if I fix the wee bits into it, it'll still, with 2K, it'll still look stunning. I have noticed when I flat coated the body, you can still see a bit of film, but I'm not going to touch that. But once that's done, I'll put that beside my Ducati. Is it good as my Ducati? No, because my Ducati I took about 3 months to do, and I painstakingly took my time on every single part to make it as good as I can, and I still think that's my favourite build, bike wise. That was a rush job. I didn't take as much time as possible I should have. I've still got another Ducati there, a red one, but that might be after the year, because I want to try and get that stupid this done. This is nagging me. I want to get that done, this diorama, get it done and dusted, put to bed, put away in the storage again, like everything else I do, but crack on with the other bike. So that's me now. Again, I'll have links for the club at the back of this video. I'll put a shout out or a wee picture of the club's Facebook. Again, if you're in Edinburgh or the outskirts of Edinburgh and you can't make the meetings, any possibility, and you're feared about joining a club and all that, don't be. I was put off because I thought it'd be a critiques club, should I say, and it was nothing like that. But that was me, nothing to do with the club. And I got there, they made me so welcome and warm and friendly. Got chatting. As I say, I knew them because I was on Facebook doing their Facebook, so they know what my models were. I was chatting to a couple of the guys and all that, so it was easier to get in. You could do the same. Come along. If you can't come along, please join the Facebook group. It'd be more than enough. That could be your own modern club. If you're that shy or you just feel very nervous about it, but don't. So I can't wait to the next one. I'll see what I can bring and what I can show off. I do know they had a little display table with a couple of models, and I'll see if I can get this bike done and for the next month, so I can display it, because I don't think a lot of them do cars or bikes. Again, it's just usually it's armour and planes like myself, but if I can get that ready and done and dusted and for next month, that's my push and my goal, is to get that done for the next group meeting and show off. So from me to you, I'm at 260 subscribers. Hopefully I can get some more. Please like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel, check out my other videos. I've done a bench tour, I've done stash tour, I've done all my builds, what I've done in the last 6 months. I've only been doing this 6 months. Please let me get to the 300. I'd be more than happy with that. It's been very quickly since the 200 and I'm now at 260, so that's all I'm looking forward to, the 300 mark, and I'll see you next time. Cheers now, and please stay safe and like and subscribe. Cheers now. Oh, one thing more, don't be a dafty, get crafty. Cheers to now.